Hello Cancers, welcome back to my channel, Caseyleighreiki, and I'm Casey. Today we're going to be doing your general reading for July, and this will be for my Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus placements. If you feel drawn to check out any other placement, then go ahead and do that. If you're just drawn to the title, could be something in there for you. Sometimes you guys switch the roles, that's fine. Energy is fluid. It's not linear, so this could be past, present, future for you as well. If the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I'm saying? If it resonates, take it. Don't worry too much about it, okay? If you guys are interested in booking an energy healing session with me, if you're interested in booking a tarot session with me, or anything else, check out the description box below. You're going to find my website, how to book with me, Instagram, TikTok, my TikTok live schedule, all sorts of goodies down below. If you do like this reading and you want to hang out with me some more, of course, hit subscribe and the bell notification for more. Cool, now we got all the stuff out of the way. Now we have everything out of the way. So, what I want to do for you guys is, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but these are timeless. So whenever you're drawn to them, you're drawn to them, okay? It doesn't matter what I put on them. I feel like I have to say that lately. Let's get into some oracle cards, and then we're going to get into some tarot. Ignore the sound in the back. My cat is just like ripping apart the bathroom, apparently. I want to use the energy oracle here, I think. I want to use this one, and I also might get the Heal Yourself Oracle. Oh my god, that sound is driving me nuts. Hold on one second, guys. Please get out. All right. So sorry about that. I don't know what my cat is doing. Anyways, all right, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus Cancer placements. We are going to see what's going on with you guys. So what do we have for Cancer placements, please? Well, that didn't work well at all. Let's try that one more time. There we go. All right. So what do we have for Cancer placements, please, for July? All tied up. Okay, guys, so whew, I got chills. So man holding a heart at the bottom, right? 45 here. Okay. Man holding a heart. So thus far, here's all tied up, by the way. I'm just getting a storyline. It's like hard to concentrate. All tied up, 23, 5, talking about changes. So I feel like you're in the midst of some sort of change, right? You are definitely in the midst of some sort of change. And man holding a heart makes me feel like you could be, I mean, I guess it could go either way, really. You could be the man here, you could be the masculine energy, or you might be dealing with a masculine energy, okay? With the whole man holding a heart. Could go either way, right? Sometimes Spirit just does that. It's like, it could be both, because masculine is just an energy, right? All tied up, they're showing me specifically a phone cord. Like the landline phones that you remember that, like, or for those of you who are maybe younger than me and don't remember this, also shout out to my cat back here. That's Sammy. You've seen my cats probably in every video. Go out there and watch birds. But I say remember because I'm 30, in case anyone wanted to know. I was born in 91. So I don't know maybe some of y'all who are younger won't know, but the landline phones that I remember being up like on the wall, and I remember them being pretty high up for me, like being a kid. I mean, I'm short now, but I was shorter then. And that like mile long, like phone cord, like mile long, that would just get all like twisted up and like knotted up and stuff. And you'd be like on the phone, but it allowed you to be able to just like walk like all over the house while you were like doing stuff, if that makes sense. So all tied up to me is coming through as a phone cord. And specifically that landline one, right? Because it was so long. It's like they're showing me someone like getting like tripped up in it, and like what you see in movies that they're like trying to like untangle themselves, or like walking back like in circles trying to get themselves out of tangling themselves on the phone. I'm sure that's been in plenty of movies. But it's kind of that type of thing. Like they're just on the phone doing a million other things, and like and so you're like walking around and you get yourself tangled in it. They're showing me a phone cord. The phone for me is super symbolic of like you either talking to like a lot of people, like you could be trying to like mediate a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? Like everyone needs me, so I'm on the phone, and you're getting like all tied up and stuff. But the fact that man holding a heart is here and all tied up, to me says there's a masculine energy who is tied up with someone else. This screams third party to me. And that never comes through in my readings ever. Like if you know me and you've been here for like a minute, you know this never comes out. But this says to me third party. This says to me, like, the word I'm getting that's coming to mind is a tryst. Can't remember the last time I've used that word. A tryst is what's coming to mind, right? So there's it's weird because I do feel like some sort of deception with this. It may not be, but all tied up is not necessarily a positive card, which is why I feel like it's kind of like not so great of a thing. I mean, it could be in a positive way. Of course, energy is fluid, right? It's going to be different for all of you. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. But this definitely feels like a third party to me. If it is a positive thing and it's just someone with masculine energy being tied up in someone else, it could just mean that they're utilizing all their time being invested in someone else, or being interested in them and being like, you know, like going out on dates or doing whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It could go either way. But in my heart of hearts, all I'm hearing is tryst. Like this is not good. Like intuitively I feel like this is, for those of you who are on the other side of this and you're not the energy that's all tied up with someone else, oh my god, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I hope that's not the case, of course, but intuitively I do feel like this is more of a negative thing than a positive, unfortunately. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I should get I have an oracle deck, actually, a different one than I mentioned that I want to pull out. But anything else for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Do you guys see that? Did that flip over? Or did it just pop? Looks like it just popped. That was so weird. Okay. Alright, anything else for Cancer out of this deck? Let's do like one or two good shuffles, and then we'll get the other deck, actually. Man, there it is. Angel of Love. So, yeah, someone, whether it's negative or positive, someone is tied up in someone else because they are either dating, they're attracted to someone else, they are like smitten over another person, no matter if it's in a good or a bad way. So we'll see here. Appreciation on the bottom. So whatever's going on, maybe someone feels very appreciated with this new person, or with whoever it is that they have their eye on. Anything else for Cancer? Ooh, we have the Temple Path, but in reverse. That's an interesting one. That's, for this card to come out in reverse, I don't think I've ever even taken reversals in this deck. This deck does actually say, in the book for the deck, I can't speak today. I'm like running off my words here. Financial constraints at the bottom too. That's an interesting one. There's something weird going on here. This deck does have, in the booklet that comes with it, reversed answers, reversal descriptions or definitions. I kind of want to get the book and I want to read from that, because the temple path in reverse to me says that this is, something's weird about this. I get chills as I'm saying that. Yeah, something's off about this. It's not the right way to do things, or it's under weird circumstances, not the right path for you to take, like something like that. Again, these could always be vice versa. So it could be that, you know, you're watching for someone else and this temple path in reverse is for you to say, like, you know, hey, something weird is going on. Don't take that path with this person because it might not be aligned with you. It might be something not so great. Again, take it as it resonates. This is a pretty wild ride. I do want to read that out of the book though, so I'm going to get the booklet for sure. But this doesn't usually come through in my reading, so it's really interesting that I'm getting this right now. I don't usually deal with a lot of my readings I think are more like spiritual, so to get something love related that's kind of like third party-esque, ugh. I'm really sorry to whomever is going through that. All right, I don't see anything else here, so let's read that out of the book and get the other deck that I was saying. All right, so let's read this before we do anything else. Let me actually get a little closer to my desk. Let's read that. Temple path is 12. Okay, spiritual purpose and support. So reversed. Receiving this card reversed is a sign that you may have fallen off of your path. You could be too focused on worldly possessions and material gain, or you may simply be maintaining old unhealthy habits of fear, limitation, worry, or doubt. Whatever is distracting you, receiving this card reversed is a firm message that it's time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. Not doing so represents an important loss of power. So clear your mind, meditate, and open up to the presence of spirit. Whatever else you may have going on, consider this an important part of your personal and tactical plans. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn on the lights. So yeah, this could go either way. But no matter which point of view we're using here, the temple path showing up in reverse is that someone is not making choices out of like their highest good or for their spiritual growth, spiritual development. They're not operating out of like unconditional love. So that's another thing that makes me think this is like tryst or third party related. I just got all over body chills. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, that is so much clarification for me. I just felt like I had to like how animals go like they like shake aggressively to like get off, like it's like they get off energy after they have like fight or flight moment where they just like shake their bodies. Like that's what I feel like I have to do for some reason. It's very interesting. Okay, so this is the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. I haven't quite used in a while. It is by Mystic Moon, who has her own YouTube channel. Okay, you can go check her out as well. She's a wonderful reader and has many self-created decks I think you'll love. Wow, on the bottom, haven't even done anything. Destruction, which is her version of the Tower card in this deck. All right, guys, let's see what we have for Cancer. All right, Spirit. What's going on for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? They're definitely showing me like the Six of Cups here, which you also have nostalgia, of course. So that could make a lot of sense. They're showing me the Six of Cups, which is definitely a sense of nostalgia, but I don't think it's about a particular person. I think it's like, it's about an emotion or like some sort of feeling that someone is having and not so much like a person. That's interesting. Put that on the back burner for now. I do feel like someone's smitten with someone like really bad. Like in this like new, exciting, fun, dynamic type of way, but like something about it is weird. Something about it is really weird. Because when the temple path comes up in reverse, it's like you're off your path. Like you're not, like something here doesn't align with you or what you're doing or like the way you're going about it, something. I just feel like this is huge third party energy. Okay, let's do one more. They're telling me one more. Okay, one more. I'm not even gonna split the deck, I'm just gonna shuffle. All right, Spirit. What do we have for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for Cancer for July. Ooh, sorry, my finger is like super dry. I can't actually shuffle the cards. What do we have for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Awful quiet. That doesn't make me feel good. It feels like a creepy quiet. Especially after talking about like a third party and a tryst. What's going on with Cancers for July? Okay, so far we have healing. So this could be like a multitude of different ways. You have healing, you have commitment here at the bottom, okay? Oh, God. But underneath that, you have devotion in reverse. I feel like someone is... I feel like this is someone in some sort of strange position, whether it's with another person, because you have commitment and you have devotion reverse, which makes me feel like someone may be in a not so great relationship, maybe because you have healing and commitment. Like a commitment might need to be healed, therefore telling me this is like a present day thing. I don't feel like it's like past or anything. It feels like present day. Healing and commitment together says you need to heal a relationship. A relationship or some sort of dynamic with a romantic partner, doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel like that's the case, hence the third party energy. This says there's a commitment, a relationship, a marriage that needs some deep healing, okay? But you have devotion in reverse on the bottom, which says to me, because you're in a vulnerable position where maybe you're not doing great within whatever this commitment is, that you're not actually devoted or as devoted as you come off to be. And that might be the whole all tied up man holding a heart, is that I think one person is not being very honest or is being kind of like deceptive. They could be just like fantasizing about someone else or having this like, you know, this like the nostalgia and the Six of Cups could be that feeling of like, oh, I miss feeling like wanted or needed or loved and appreciated, which we did have appreciation at the bottom of that energy oracle too. So those might be the emotions that this person's like, oh, I want to go back to feeling these nice things, and right now in this commitment it needs healing and I don't get those things from my partner, so I'm thinking about someone else. But devotion could mean anything to anyone. I really feel like this is very like tryst or like something on the side. Like this doesn't feel honest to me. This feels kind of hidden. There's something here, especially with, again, the temple path in reverse says to me that the way you're going about it or the way it's happening isn't right. And it may not be, you know, oh, it's not right to the person who's like on the other side and on the receiving end, unfortunately, of this. It could be that it's having to do with the person directly being like, hey, that's not your karma, that's not your path, like that's not, you know, who you are, like you're just kind of getting caught up in this, like that's, you know, don't, like, not the right path for you to go down if you want to heal this commitment. Like, it could go either way, right? I feel like really some of these energies are interchangeable, so I'm definitely curious to see what else comes out. But a commitment needs healing for sure. Definitely. We have patience coming out. So if someone is in a committed relationship and they are working on healing it. I do feel like someone is having patience, right? Whoa, hold on a second. You have mute at the bottom. Mute and observer. I feel like we're getting two different things. I feel like this up here, this is weird. I feel like I'm tapping into both parties of whatever this thing is. Because, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but with the commitment card, in this card, they're wearing a wedding ring, so that's why I'm like, it's probably romantic. This up here with the oracle cards, I feel like is the person who is all tied up with someone else. So we'll just say this is the person who's doing the deceiving, okay? And then I feel like this energy here, healing, commitment, patience, is the person on the receiving end of that deceiving behavior. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this is them. Because then on the bottom, we had devotion in reverse, we have the mute, and then we have observer. It's like no matter what cards come out, there's this like underlying, in the background, in the dark type of energy that's on the bottom. It's not forefront. It's not here popping out like everything else. It's like you got to go look to find it. This screams deception to me. Really does. It screams like I'm lying, or like I'm doing something and trying to get away with it. I'm hiding something. I hate delivering that message to you guys because I love y'all so much, but that's exactly what I feel like is going on. It just screams third party. It screams secrets. Oops. Honestly, this is what I want to do, okay? This is what I want to do. We're just going to stop where we are. What I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to shuffle the deck again, and I want to just ask about the energy of the person doing the deceiving. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to say that the man in this commitment, since man holding a heart came out, I'm going to say that this man is doing the deceiving. This seems like the deceiving side for me, okay? Because like I said, it's just easier for me to say that instead of this energy, this masculine energy. And this is just going to be the other partner or something. Just so that way, hopefully we don't get confused, but I'll probably butcher it. Anyways. All right, let's take a look at the masculine energy here, the man holding a heart. Let's get some more info on him and where he's at, because I feel like this person, the other partner over here, committed to trying to figuring it out, having patience, trying to, understand and trying to adapt and figure out a best way to, make this better. How can we improve? How can we make this better? How can we make it work? Now, I could just be picking up, honestly, in a small group of you, but this seems pretty clear to me. Like, your intuition doesn't lie, and I can feel it. I'm telling you, I can feel it. Oh my gosh, I almost just dropped that. Okay, let's not do that. All right, Spirit, can we get some cards for this man holding a heart? Dry out my hands, wicked bad. Tell me more about man holding a heart for Cancer, please. Tell me more about man holding a heart for Cancer, please. That one just kind of floated out of the deck. Unawakened, which makes sense with the Temple Path in reverse. So whatever this person is doing, if you, the person who is watching, Cancer, if you're watching, this masculine energy, the man holding a heart, is coming from a place of probably trauma and pain. That's why it is not aligned with their path. That's why unawakened is coming up. They're doing something that just further feeds into their trauma, their pain, their karmic ties or whatever. Go ahead, take a look. I'll wait. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to take that out because that just clarifies everything. Unawakened is coming out because this person, fear in reverse at the bottom too, this person is not able to face their fears head on with strength, with dignity, with valor, with bravery. They're not able to be courageous and look their fears dead on and shake hands with their devils and say, I'm here to fuck shit up. I'm sorry, but that's the, that's the energy that people who are awakened, who are strong, who have willpower, who are, just, they have this inner core strength to be able to say, I'm going to overcome my demons. I'm going to look them dead in the eye and say, what's wrong? Why are you like this? Like, they want to understand because they want to heal themselves. Someone who's unawakened, taking this path that this person is taking, like, it even pisses me off, honestly. I'm very angry because this behavior is so terrible. And, like, I hate that y'all are going through this, or whoever it is that's watching either side. Whoever's getting screwed over right now, I feel for you. But a part of me feels like, again, everyone goes through energy differently. This is ridiculous. Why am I suddenly getting these readings? Everyone moves through energy differently, and this energy over here, healing, commitment, patience, this person either doesn't know, they haven't figured it out yet, maybe they have an inkling, but they're just giving the person the benefit of the doubt. But by the way this is looking, this person almost doesn't know, because they're having patience, they're healing, they're trying to heal themselves, and in turn they are healing the commitment. And I feel like this person in question almost, like, I want to say they don't know, or they don't even suspect anything because they're committed and they don't think that this person would do this to them. But unawakened, third party, the temple path in reverse there, the hell no. This person doesn't want to face their fears. They're not brave enough to do it. They're not brave enough to face their own fears. So they're going to go follow the path that suits them, that feeds into their fears instead of overcomes them. It feeds into the trauma. It feeds into those, like, primal instincts of, like, I want this thing and I don't have it, so I'm going to go out and find it somewhere else because, maybe you have abandonment issues or something, or you have issues with rejection, and you're like, how do I fill this hole within me? Because my relationship isn't going well. So how can I fill that hole in me and get it somewhere else so I feel better? This person doesn't know how to push through those things. Unawakened like this? Absolutely not. That's the biggest thing they're dealing with, is fear. And they might have fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, things like that. And I think that maybe has come up in this relationship, and that's why they're going to go seek out these things, especially with the angel of love there. Yeah, fifth dimension in reverse. They're operating out of such a 3D type of mentality. It's about, more of like a physical thing, or like, oh, someone's going to give me attention in a way that I have not received in quite some time because, my relationship is hard, or we've come into a rough patch, and it's just like them kind of just like giving up and finding it in some other place because they can't get it from their partner at the moment. They're not operating out of unconditional love. This is all 3D type of stuff, 3D and I just feel it in the heart. Like, I feel it in like the heart and the solar plexus. Like this person, this masculine energy here, this person doing the deceiving has honestly probably even been deceived before, and it could be even like a conditioned behavior where they're like, yeah, this is just like how you do things, or, oh, I'm gonna do this so that way I don't have to deal with the fear of rejection, and I don't have to deal with abandonment issues or whatever, because if I go off and do this thing and I have someone in the background, or if I have this thing that I can bounce back to, instead of being alone with the pain, instead of, feeling my partner who I care for, reject me, and I say that loosely because I think it's a perception, I think it's trauma and pain. It's like this fail-safe so they don't have to feel these terrible things. Solar plexus too is like your self-worth. What are you worth? What do you deserve? I feel like there could even be some real deep like childhood things, inner child stuff, and it's like this is just the easier way. They're just choosing the easy way out. You know what? That's cool. I'm not going to open my eyes. I'm not going to be awake to these things. I'm just going to do what kind of like physically or like in a primal instinctive way kind of drives me. Like, I'm not going to do the hard stuff, like working through it. It just feels like they're like, this is too hard. I just want it to be easier, and they're going to kind of do whatever that means. Oh yeah, absolutely. Numbing. So it's like this person, like I said, it's like they're numb, and that's the easiest way to deal with it. How else are you going to deal with those fears, right? How else are you going to deal with them if you have a difficult time doing so in your waking life, right? You're just going to be like, okay, I'll just numb myself out to it, then it won't hurt so much. Then you have cycles down here as well. This person is repeating the same cycle. And if they continue this behavior, they're going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Really. The third party thing to me feels like a part of the cycle too, about leaving before you're left, or finding someone else to be there for you when, you know, something questionable is happening in your relationship. Anything else for a man holding a heart? Action. This person is straight up, oh my God. Lessons in reverse. This person keeps walking directly into the same lesson and same cycle over and over and over again. They're not learning their lesson. It's like almost a straight out refusal to learn this lesson and be done with it. Like I said, they don't want to face their demons. They don't want to shake hands with them and say, bring it on. You know, they don't. It's easier for them to just be doing what they're doing, unfortunately. Wow, look at that. Abandoned at the bottom. Abandoned at the bottom. Along with crossroads, okay? Along with release. What's this? Yeah, return in reverse. Leaving. So, if you are the person watching this who is on, unfortunately, the negative side of this, right? The person who's kind of being deceived or being hurt here. This person is dealing with some very deep inner child wounds probably, or just some wounding that is related around abandonment here. Feelings of self-worth because of that abandonment. So this person, we had Angel of Love, and then there was the appreciation card that came out earlier. These are coming up because this person needs to feel like, you know, they're trying to fill those things, fill those wounds from abandonment, rejection, like things of this nature of self-worth. They're trying to fill that with other people, because right now, although you guys are not maybe getting along and in the best situation, you're still here, okay? No matter what is happening, and no matter how much maybe you're not getting along or how much struggle that you guys have been through, you're still sitting here committed. It's like, I feel like this person is you guys almost, and again, I keep saying I could be wrong, but I'm just going to say this is you guys watching. I think that you guys are the ones who can kind of compartmentalize and differentiate and say, like, I may not like your behavior, and I may be able to say, you hurt me, here's how, and, you know, deal with those emotions, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not committed, that I'm still, you know, not, like, here for you every day. Like, you can do both. You guys can do both. And you're still committed no matter what. You are really giving yourself to this because you care deeply for this person. But it's like, this person is dealing with so many, like nasty wounds, like nasty inner childhood type wounds here. Whether it's childhood or it's just from, you know, life in general, there's a lot of pain that I don't think this person has ever dealt with because they came up as unawakened, okay? And then on top of that, having cycles, the lessons in reverse, they're just walking into the same thing over and over and over again. They're like choosing to be blind because it's easier, because it feels better, it feels less hard, it feels less painful. They're just choosing whatever is less painful. They are at a crossroads, and truthfully, I think the crossroads is between following through with whatever this is and staying committed to you and working this out. These are just my honest thoughts and exactly how I feel. I'm just going to be real with you guys, okay? I never get third-party stuff, but this is important to note. I just saw a 333. Whoa, 3333 actually. This person is coming to a crossroads. That crossroads is, do I release this person or not? Do I walk away from this commitment, and do I go through with whatever is going on here, right? Return in reverse makes me feel like, no, I'm pulling away, I'm pulling back, I'm trying to move away. Release with return in reverse together. I'm trying to go away. I'm trying to move out. And look at the return in reverse. This card is all black and white, which says to me it's almost like void of like emotion, because it's easier that way, okay? It is very much so easier that way. I want to pull a couple cards for you real quick, maybe get a couple more out of here and see if there's anything else. you clarify healing, commitment, and patience for me? I don't feel a lot of energy from you guys if you're the one that's exhibiting this energy, which makes me feel as though you don't know. Or you might not know how bad it is. Something like that, to that degree. But for a lot of you, I feel like you don't know. Clarify healing, commitment, and patience, please. Oh, yeah. Exactly. You have union and you have stuck on the bottom. My commitment, my relationship is stuck. This is how you're feeling. But on the bottom of that, you have tribe in reverse. So for me, it makes me feel like there's still, you may not be totally done. You may say, hey, maybe this person's not a part of my tribe or my soul family, but there's still a lot of commitment because it says stuck in union. It's like we're stuck in the mud, and you might be having these thoughts, or you might be just coming around to these thoughts of like, what are we going to do? Is separating or breaking up even an option? Or like you might be just starting to have these thoughts, but you're basing it off of kind of like more like logically, like, or maybe we not the right people and this isn't a part of my soul family, but you're doing it with love almost is what I feel. Like literally from your heart space here, where you're like, if, maybe if we have to separate, then it is what it is. It's like, it's the best thing for us, and you're trying to be like still loving through the pain here, which is very Cancerian. You're trying to be loving through the pain because you feel so much for this person, and for a lot of you, I feel like you guys have definitely been through the ringer, and I do feel like a lot of these commitments have been 4, 5, 6, maybe even years or more. A lot of you, I'm just hearing 5 years or so. But either way, the number's not important. The point is that it is a commitment here that you have been invested in since day one. You've been, devoted to. You have dealt with the ups and the downs, and you've done it loyally and with, pure intentions. You've done it out of the just goodness of your heart. You have stayed so committed to this to be like, no, I want this to work. I'm committed to it. I'm going to, figure it out. You aren't going to succumb to any darker or negative energies. Whereas this person, I feel like, is doing exactly that. They're not operating out of their heart chakra and their heart space. They're operating out of their solar plexus as to, I'm afraid and I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be hurt. And they just want to find anything to like fill this hole that they have, no matter if it's from you or for someone else. It's like, I want to fill this hole and I want to not feel this, hence numbing. I don't want to feel this at all, because honestly I do think this person cares about you, but it's like, it's honestly like, which is going to be worse, feeling all this stuff or just kind of going off to some other third party and just letting it kind of fizzle out that way. It's like, of course it's easier to do that because you have someone else to fill your empty spaces while you're going through these things. So it's like you don't really have as hard of a time. Does this make sense? I want to go actually into some tarot really quick. I know it's going to be a pretty long video, but I just still feel like under the conditions I kind of owe you guys some more information. So we're going to do that. Before I even shuffle, Justice at the bottom. Justice and 9 of Swords at the bottom. So again, like I said, some of you guys may not know. Oh my God. Before I even shuffled, 10 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom. And 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all are seriously debating calling it quits here. And some of you, I think this might be a little bit different of an energy. Some of you have this sneaking suspicion that something weird is happening anyway, because 9 of Swords is about like anxiety. It's these racing thoughts, anxious thoughts, intrusive thoughts of like, you're really letting your mind run at night thinking about all these possibilities. And then 10 of Pentacles in reverse, you're thinking about how your relationship is not working. You're thinking about what am I going to do? Like, you're juggling this. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles underneath. You're knowing that it might not be going anywhere. It might not have a future. Under this 7 of Wands, though, you're still defending it and trying, though. And I feel like this is what's going to be really hard on you guys, is this, like, it's this, like, how do I describe this? Like, it's like, I don't know, like a love and hate connection at the same time type of thing of like, I still want to defend this commitment, and you still have this hope almost that it's like we can fix it or we'll figure it out, but I think that you're just like starting to pick up on maybe some weird things where you're letting your mind race and it's getting the best of you in the worst way possible. Because I think it's going to be hard for you guys to call it quits or come to an end of some kind, no matter what the outcome is, because I think you just care so deeply for them. So I feel like it's both like, maybe you're not my soul family, or maybe you're not the one, but I still like love you so much, but love isn't enough sometimes. It's crazy. Chariot in reverse too, underneath that. Yeah, like things coming to a halt, and it's like really hard to see those things fizzle out in front of you. Why can't I shuffle today? Queen of Wands, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with an Aries. Doesn't have to be an Aries, but it definitely could be with that coming out. Could be any fire sign, like I said. Particularly Aries here. And there you are at the bottom. There's Queen of Cups in reverse and King of Cups in reverse. To me, this makes me feel like Queen of Wands could be the person that is like the third party person here. And then this could be the couple, the two people who are committed, because having both of them in reverse, what are the odds back to back like that? And having them in reverse makes me feel like this is a couple who is not emotionally on the same page. This is a couple who has issues with their emotions, whether it's expressing them or their emotional availability. These two people differ in some sort of way with emotions, whereas Queen of Wands coming up upright makes me feel like that's the third person. Plus, they always say Queen of Wands is very attractive. Queen of Wands is incredibly attractive, so that definitely says to me, obviously, like sexual attraction here. And it's someone who is kind of like think of fire energy, like new and fun, and there's passion or whatever, you know what I mean? Star card in reverse. That is Aquarius energy, and that falls underneath that Nine of Swords, which says to me that what you are doing, no matter which party I'm talking to right now, what you're doing does not align with your like true north and where you're headed. It doesn't. Holy crap. Wow, you have Devil in reverse at the bottom and Hermit underneath that. Someone is preparing to release themselves from a commitment. They are releasing something that they feel ties them down, that holds them back in life, or just holds them back in some sort of way. The Devil in reverse is Capricorn energy, Hermit here is Virgo, but I feel like someone is trying to release something. I'm not sure which party it is, which side of this you're on, but place yourself where necessary. This energy is releasing something that is holding you back and getting ready to basically do some reflection on said thing. So that might be you know, watching this, the one kind of being deceived on the negative end of this, being like, I have to let go of this because it's not bringing me any joy anymore. It's not bringing me peace. And the Hermit is about this very long journey of like self-reflection. It can be a lot of shadow work. It can be a really heavy energy. Okay. Yeah. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups. There's a lot of possible like verbal altercations, or there's a lot of kind of battle over egos within a commitment or within a relationship here. This technically would fall under that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which is like, I'm arguing with my person at home, or we're not getting along, or like the arguments are really stupid, they're petty, they're not worth it, they're just these little tiny things where you guys maybe aren't getting along, and they shouldn't be fights, but they fucking are for some reason. Okay, following that, you have 7 of Cups in reverse. I think maybe you and your partner not getting along so well. Okay, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, I feel like 2 people are definitely at odds, and I feel like it's been happening for quite some time, and it's this matter of, do I fight for this or do I not? And I feel like the masculine energy that we had earlier, man holding a heart, that energy is really coming through as, do I fight for this, or do I just go off and do whatever entices me almost that makes me happy? Because no matter if you find it justified or not, you do have justice here. No matter if you find it justified or not, like, if you're not happy where you are, you're not happy where you are, right? So I'm going to do one more shuffle. 7 of Cups in reverse. There could be like a lot of emotional confusion, hence leading into some clarity. Because in reverse, this says to me that we are finding clarity of some kind through an emotional type of way. And that says to me that like someone is becoming more clear on what they want to do, on whether or not they want to stay in the commitment or not. So I definitely feel like from everything we've had today, this masculine energy does not seem to want to be committed anymore. They want to put their commitment elsewhere to something that makes them happy. Because I feel like I just keep hearing like, you can't fix this. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Knight of Cups in reverse at the bottom. Death. I'm no longer extending my heart and my hand. I am letting this die, pretty much. I'm letting this rest right here. I'm kind of putting it to an end. Moon in reverse and Strength in reverse. There's a lot of things that one or both parties has to work on, and a lot of their darker energies, trauma, subconscious, whatever, their wounding is taking center stage. I really do think this is more the masculine energy. This person, like I said, doesn't have the courage and bravery. This is also Leo and Cancer here. This person does not have the bravery, the courage, the valor, the strength to move forward and, like I said, deal with their wounding. They don't have the courage to do that, so they're taking basically the easy way out in a place where they can kind of numb themselves, and in this case, with people, okay? Unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here for you guys. I gave you guys a lot. I wanted to do a lecture because I wanted to be able to give you guys some clarity. I love y'all so much and really appreciate you being here and a part of my little YouTube community. So I'm wishing you guys all the best. I'm really sorry that this had to be kind of a not so great reading. But I love y'all very much. Like I said, if you want to keep up with upcoming videos and get notified of all the stuff that I'm going to be doing, check out the description box below, and of course subscribe and hit the bell notification for more. Wishing you guys the best. My heart goes out to you, and I'm going to see you next month. Bye.